This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. You are your greatest asset. It's time you started investing in that. Visit betterhelp.com/double toasted and take care of you. You know what? Maybe the Matrix is trolling people. You know, maybe people are trained to think that we've revolted, we've beat the machines.
Yeah, that was.
And at that point, it reboots itself. And in business terms, we can make as many goddamn Matrix sequels as we like.
It could go forever, huh?
It could go forever, man.
Because of that one scene in The Matrix 2, they written themselves a blank slate every time they want to come back to this series. You know, because the fact, like you said, Corey, they're able to, as he says, reboot this. This is the 6th time we're doing. We're very efficient at it.
Just got back from Chicago, but we got more shows coming up. So you can catch us in Miami. And then the next day in Orlando, that's going to be January 20th and January 21st. And then you can see us in Dallas, Texas, February 18th. Go to x1entertainment.com to get your tickets. But if you go below, you can get tickets for these remaining shows over here. You know, they had that trailer for The Matrix. You know, they got a new Matrix coming out.
Yes.
Yeah. What's it called? Matrix, the prophecy, Matrix...
Resurrection.
Matrix Resurrection. There you go. And they had a trailer that came out not too long ago. And everybody lost their damn mind. As you expect them to do anytime there's a new Matrix movie coming out. But they said, Warner Brothers said, oh, shit, sit your asses down. You ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all out here going crazy. Y'all out here losing minds right now. Save some of that because y'all ain't even seen the tip of what this new Matrix has in store for you. You got a trailer. That ain't the real trailer, though. No, that's just
a fake trailer.
That's just a nibble. It might as well be a fake trailer because you know what? We have not even given you the real shit yet, but now they have, and it just dropped out of nowhere. Caught me off guard today. Wasn't gonna really talk about it until I realized, man, you know what? I haven't seen The Matrix in a long time, and there's a lot about The Matrix that I just didn't. I either forgot about or just didn't even know, man.
No, man, that Matrix is fantastic. Definitely one of my favorite trilogies out there. I mean, they weren't all great, but I enjoyed them all as a collective.
And I tell you what, man, here's the funny thing. Watching this new trailer that came out today, just this trailer alone by itself, this is why I hope that this is good because I wasn't too crazy about those last two movies, like a lot of other people say. But I tell you this, just watching this and then going back and doing my research actually kind of maybe made me like those last two movies a little bit better, or at least have more of an appreciation for them. They're flawed. I was like, God damn, y'all are actually kind of smart. It's funny.
I think they're cool, though. There are some videos online, if you watch them, explaining you every little detail in there that you missed. I realized I missed a lot. I was like, they're not that bad, actually.
The Matrix just made me realize how dumb I was.
Yeah, I know.
It made me realize I was, you know what? Maybe I didn't like those movies because I was just stupid. I didn't get it. I'm a little older. I'm a little wiser. And hopefully, I'm wise enough to understand what The Matrix was trying to say. I think I understand it, and I haven't even seen this new movie yet, but this trailer speaks to me and made me say, you know what? Wow. I get it now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this new trailer, which I think will be the final trailer, Oz, before the movie comes out. Only got a couple of weeks.
I can see that. Yeah, this has to be the final one.
Viper! I'm looking at this, and I thought, so this goes to show you how much I did not keep track or comprehend what the Matrix was trying to do, because back in the day, I thought Neo defeated the Matrix. You know, I thought the Matrix was done, and Warner Brothers says, Matrix done, not as long as the Matrix is making money. What you really are stupid. What are you talking about? Why would we kill the Matrix when it made that much money? Warner Brothers, if there's any studio out there that is a sequel machine, And it is Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers at one time said, you know what? They just put it out there. They said, we ain't making no more original shit. If it ain't based on a book, if it ain't based on another movie that existed a while back, if it's not based on some other property that we can remake, we ain't doing it. And right now, that's what they're doing with The Matrix. Now, just to talk about The Matrix story right here, Oz, you said you're a big fan of this, right?
Oh yeah, huge fan. I loved it when it came out in 1999 to a point where I saw it in the theater, and I bought the DVD when it came out. I didn't have a DVD player.
No.
That's how much I said. One day I'll own a DVD player. And when I do, I'm going to play this.
This is an investment for the future.
Yes. One of these days when I'll know Oz says, I know I've made it when I can actually play my Matrix DVD.
That was my single DVD I had without a DVD player. It was crazy.
Yeah, until then I just sit up here and spin it on my finger and look at it and just remember the movie. I know you're a big fan.
Yeah, I love it.
I know you love it because you love that sci-fi that has intelligence, that has, plays with philosophy, plays with
I like the hidden meanings.
the hidden meanings in there. Yeah, I look evil as fuck when you I like the hidden meanings. But speaking of hidden meanings right here, I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I appreciate this and looking at this trailer and going back and looking at what The Matrix has done, man, this thing it was set up for a sequel from the very beginning. I'm looking at this and I think from just a business standpoint, this is amazing what they've done here, man. And do I think 100% they had this planned out? I don't know. I can't say. But I will say that it was set up in one form or another to be, again, like I said about Warner Brothers, a sequel churning machine. Thing is that when I went back and looked at this trailer, this whole thing is they have a theme here. And that theme is about looping, and the theme is about repetition. And I went back to kind of see what this means. And a lot of people know this, but I didn't realize how much of sort of not clone, but Neo has been manufactured, or he's been figured into the Matrix's plans as a returning thing. He's called the Anomaly, man. Okay, now this is something that y'all all know. He's an anomaly. Every now and then a human is born that rejects the machine. So he's not a clone, but he keeps coming back in some form or another as a human that rejects machines. The Matrix is ready for this. They know he's going to come back because it's like a glitch or something in their plan. He's going to come back, and when this human is born, they are literally something that fucks up the program. And the Matrix fights it until it reboots itself. Like, I went back and found a scene where this is explained. I believe, was it the last movie where it was explained?
No, I think it was the second movie when the architect was talking about it.
Yeah, the architect was talking about
one.
this, where it's like, this is kind of fascinating, man. What they're gonna, again, in a way that they can keep playing these movies forever. The architect explains how, man, you know what? We're just going in circles right here. You keep coming back, we keep rebooting. It's a vicious cycle that goes on right now.
You are here because Zion is about to be destroyed. This will be the 6th time we have destroyed it, and we have become exceedingly efficient at it.
This whole idea of rebooting, this whole idea of repetition, because that's what they're doing here. They're talking about loops, deja vu, repeating things. This whole idea that they have here, man, makes me think that, maybe the Matrix is trolling people. Maybe people are trained to think that we've revolted, we've beat the machines.
Yeah, that was. Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it reboots itself. And or in business terms, we can make as many goddamn Matrix sequels as we like.
It could go
You're right.
forever, huh?
It could go forever, man.
Because of that one scene in The Matrix 2, they written themselves a blank slate every time they want to come back to this series. Because the fact, like you said, Corey, they're able to, as he says, reboot this. This is the 6th time we're doing. We're very efficient at it. So they know that, okay, they need the humans to accept this program need to have the illusion of choice. That's why the anomaly is there. to give people a reason to, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, so we're going to rebel against you. Him making the decision to willingly go back into the other source to reboot everything. I'll say, you know what? We'll flip this. Nah, we'll let you think that you've won.
Yeah,
Right?
I think that's the coolest mind thing of a story, which shows
crazy.
that the Matrix. Look, maybe they're not doing like brand new technology like bullet time and all that, but they can still make these mind of a story, man.
Yeah. And even then, what's crazy about that. Sorry to cut you off. Even at the end of the last Matrix, he still put himself back into the system willingly, because that was the only way to defeat Agent Smith. So they still got what they wanted.
Like I said, I forgot about a lot of this. This is stuff you already know, but being brand new to me, I'm like, God damn, Warner Brothers, you sneaky devils, you. Oh, Warner Brothers, you sequel bandits, you.
Sequel bandits.
This is amazing, man, what they can do here, because they can keep this going as many times as they like you said, Oz. The Matrix can change the image of the One or Neo. Like they're talking about Trinity in this she might have been the one who is the one the whole time.
Right.
Being or maybe Neo was the one at one time, and after he was done, maybe Trinity was reborn to be the next one, because this thing keeps rebooting itself.
Why they waited for this long for this fourth movie then?
Who knows, man? I mean, all these people going off and doing their own things. The directors were getting sex changes, so it was. Yeah,
I gotta believe that they recently, not recently, but they had to figure out how to come back from that third movie, right? Because that was really panned, by the audience, and I think they need a way to come back and have it make sense.
They have an excuse to do any kind of reboot or any kind of sequel they want.
It all makes sense.
We talk about Neo being somebody different or Trinity being somebody different or whatever, they can make the same characters with new actors if they want, man.
They already
did it. We already pushed Lawrence Fishburne's ass out of this, and now
and Agent Smith is a different guy.
Agent Smith is a different dude now. Yeah, so they can go in and reboot these characters, and they can be the same characters with the same name. They just got different actors as they come up over the years. They can go in and they can keep creating different worlds. And the funny thing with this, man, or the cool and brilliant thing with this, is that they can go as over the top with the action as much as they want, and nobody has to be cynical about it, talking about these movies that get nonsensical because they're getting crazy, because The Matrix is all about being in a computer program where you can do over the top crazy shit.
Man, now how crazy would that be that, every year you get like a new Matrix movie, and it's the same premise, but it's shown through, different action scenes, different dialogue,
different actors.
Same movie, but it's just different everything. That'd be nuts.
Oh yeah, no.
It'd almost be like Back to the Future. How they did Back to the Future, they did the same movie 3 times to a point in the second movie they went back to the first movie. It was nuts. They gave you 3 movies the same thing.
Oh yeah,
and they could do that with this because the way they wrote this thing, crazy.
I'm looking at this right now, and this man ain't changed from John Wick at all.
No.
I've already made it official in my mind that if they can go off and make these crazy worlds, John Wick is in the Matrix.
He can be.
Yeah, John Wick is part of the Matrix. They're all connected. Like I said, why not, man? In my mind, it's made up.
Wow.
Yeah.
John Wick is not a real world. John Wick is a computer program.
Yeah.
Now, imagine this now, because it looks like in this Matrix movie that it seems as though Keanu Reeves' character Neo is an actor, right? And that Matrix movies that we saw was a movie that he did, right? So maybe he's an actor, and he just finished doing John Wick. The Matrix. That's crazy.
Okay, at this point, y'all gotta bring John Wick in, man. You can't have this man up here with John Wick hair and John Wick beard and not say that they're not connected in the same universe. And that shit is already crazy in anyway. A world full of that. It's more assassins than there are actual human beings of regular people. Nah, man.
That's another Matrix program, right?
Yeah. That's a side mission or something right there.
Right.
I really do think that they should try to bring the worlds together in a way. Just hint that, don't do it fully, but just kind of hint that,
That'd be
maybe
dope.
they're connected in a way. That
Yeah,
would be
listen.
amazing if they did that. I'm not even joking. I would.
Listen.
Normally, I'm against things like that, but I would be 100% on board with that if they did it.
Yeah, Neo
No,
is an
listen.
actor in one of the Matrixes.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, you're right. Crossovers are a thing right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, that would make sense.
I think that you don't have to do it full on, but just hint that all right, maybe give these nerds something to be busy about.
Go to their basement with their string theories. Yeah.
Oh yeah, down there covered in knots and shit. So yeah, man, tied them themselves up. But yeah, man, I tell you the sequels. I appreciate them for getting intellectual. 3 and 4. I'm sorry, 2 and 3. I appreciate them getting more intellectual. I think where they slipped up and went wrong is that I think that they became a little more wordy. They became more about exposition and explaining things. Like they over-explained a lot.
They did. And it's funny because I always tell people this, I always get the funny look. I enjoyed 2 more than 1. Now, the only reason I enjoyed 2 more than 1, I got that look. I enjoyed 2 because of he was already the one. He knew what his powers were, and he was doing his thing. I enjoyed that a lot. I enjoy the fact that they set up so many amazing things with the werewolves, the vampires. They had these 2, Rasta albinos that could phase through everything. You know what I mean? I thought the set, at the end, he's like, I could feel them. Like, oh shit, he's out there stopping the machines in the real world. Like, oh my God.
Trinity.
So what was set up was so amazing to me, right? But in 3, they just dropped all that shit. So, I mean, I enjoyed 2 for the setup more so than 1 because of the setup. What was there, like, oh my God, they about to go balls to the wall. You know what I mean? So I could always watch 2 more than I would watch 1.
Okay.
Sans the rave shit, that rave part,
That
stupid.
rave where everybody's dressed in potato sacks. Yeah, that was
It was
the potato sack
had some
rave.
flaws.
Yeah, man, that was stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they really did set up a lot, and I think that they did, and it could have worked, but what they didn't, you're right, they didn't follow through on everything that they promised. No werewolves, no vampires, no ghosts, anything like that, where they could explain the supernatural through a program, or glitches in a program, or the program messing with people. Also, like I said, they just happened to just start to explain more. That scene that we talked about with the architect, I mean, that's a whole 4-minute scene where the architect is just over-explaining, mansplaining to a man.
I prefer counting from the emergence of one integral anomaly to the emergence of the next, in which case this is the 6th version.
Like 2 possible explanations.
Even they're like, man, here the like, man, stop using big words, goddamn it, you, I can't understand. As they went on along, they didn't do that, and I thought that that was kind of the problem with that sequel, or even both of them in a way. Even though I know you like the second one a lot better.
But now they're glad they did that scene because they could do this movie now.
Exactly.
Depending on that.
No, you're exactly right.
definitely.
No, you're exactly right. But I hope that they find a balance right here and deliver on some of the things that we didn't see. Because I'm thinking like, all right, you know what? You're not gonna get that technology changing those effects that we got in the first one. Like again, Bullet Time changed the game for special effects. I don't think you're gonna get revolutionary effects like that. I mean, they might be saving something that we haven't seen yet. They might be saving that for the movie, and that's cool if they do. But what they can do is they can walk the balance between being this really cool intellectual movie, where I think it leaned a little bit heavy on that in the second and third film, but also finding the right balance with the action. And if they do that, combined with delivering on some of the things that they promised, what if we do see, and they haven't shown it yet, what if we do start to see vampires and werewolves in some scenes?
So, I mean, I'm just concerned that, it looks like they're trying to tell, from the clips that I saw, they're trying to tell all 3 sequels from the first one, all 3 Matrix in this one movie. So I just hope they find a good balance between all that.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You can't even, and I'm not really worried about the effects anymore because we see effects on television now that don't even go to the theater. That's how good technology has become with effects.
Oh yeah.
We're going through the Star Wars phase where it's like, all right, Star Wars is not really that special anymore because everybody's creating universes and worlds and
Yeah.
amazing things out there. You know, so we see amazing effects everywhere. Matrix can't rely on that anymore. You know,
Yeah.
Matrix is going to have to be able to rely on some really great storytelling. As I said, some major mind and just being one of the smarter blockbusters out there.
I think that the one thing that we could hopefully get away from, at least from the first one for me, is that they'll get to him understanding being the one quicker, right? Because in the first movie, it's like, well, I ain't the one. Think I'm the one. I don't know. And last 5 minutes, you know what? I am the one. And he showed all these things like, I would have liked to got to that quicker. Which is why I like the second one so much better, because he knew what he was and he was able to do those things. So I'm expecting that this one will pick up the pace a bit and get him being the one a little bit quicker, so we can get to the meat of the story that much quicker as well.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, I think he's aware of what it is. Again, this
Right.
whole thing of deja vu. I've been here before. Look, man, we're going through a whole movie trying to figure out who the you are again. We don't need to be doing that. It's like, come on, man.
You know, that's
You-
not.
You know, you
Get
know
on it.
what's going on. You're getting your memory back, and let's just get those memories back quick and start trying to take on the Matrix. There is one more thing I'd like to mention, and I don't think that they'll do this because this is what I've always wanted, but I really would appreciate an angle if they had the human beings say, you know what, I like being in the Matrix, man. I don't
Who
want
really wants people
I
to
really
be
want
happy
that.
in Matrix?
Yeah, I know if I was there after I saw that potato sack rave, I'd be like, I don't want to be here with these nasty ass people. I want to be in the Matrix eating a nice meal, living in a
Precisely.
nice home. You know, I want to be in this world that they've made sort of comfortable for me.
Oh yeah, shallow.
Yeah, because that's what,
I am. What's that?
that's what they said. That's what they said in the last Matrix. You know, whoever wants to be released will be released. You know, so hopefully they could play with that.
They'll
you know,
release
because
you,
they
Corey.
weren't
Don't
gonna
worry
take
about it.
everybody out.
Well, that's the thing. So you got it set up right there.
Yeah, they
So
weren't taking everybody
if
out.
you want to be released, you have some sort of free will. You are released. So ain't that kind of a little self-righteous for you and to come up and say, well, you know what? These poor people, since I've been released and I see the truth, I have to save them. You know, what kind of savior, what kind of
Savior
savior
complex.
complex do you have where you got to like tell other people what they got to do? That kind of pisses me off, man. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me in if I want to go. You know what? If you do unplug me, let me say, well, what the f- is this? No, plug me back in, man, and leave it at that.
Yeah. Let me do what I gotta do. I'm good being a battery. I'm good.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a mutual thing. Hey, you know what? You give me nice dreams. I give you energy. I mean, we're working together. Cooperation.
Listen, man, he went this long with that in there. Why not just hang out for the rest of it? Screw it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would be a cool conflict to have within the humans. I don't think all humans should be on board. I think they should be fighting each other too. You know, I think
Yeah.
that would make things more complex too. And you would also be able to like take that to other storylines. You know, maybe
Yeah.
even like spin-offs or TV shows or something like that, man.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Just like almost with that whole thing with giving the shield to Sam Wilson.
Yeah.
You know, that Captain America and Bucky thought it was gonna be cool. You go ahead and do it. Well, the reality is not that, my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah, exactly.
And they explored that, which which could be cool. What you're saying about people who didn't want to be so quote unquote released or freed. Gotta be good.
Well, you know
What
what?
is reality?
I like that voice. What is reality?
Yeah, maybe we do have a ghost in here because you sounded possessed. What is reality?
I am the ghost. Don't you get it?
Goddamn Morpheus over here, man. What is reality? Where'd my wife go?
Your wife is a ghost.
Well, folks, when is this coming out? I know that this is coming out around Christmas time, so it's coming out on December 22nd, man.
I will be there.
Yeah. Hey, everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts.